Hello and welcome. This is Barry Winbolt with Tinycast number 10, 5 minutes to convey an idea. And what an idea I want to convey today. It is what you feed your mind, in other words, what you fill your head with, is what you will become. Now, we're all familiar with the comment about you are what you eat. Well, you are what you think as well, it appears. So if you feed your mind with loads of rubbish, then don't be surprised if maybe eventually it starts to get you down or get on top of you and it gnaws away, erodes your resilience. Feed your mind with more positive and uplifting stuff, or at least a balance, and you'll feel a lot better. And there are some specific things that, as I've described it, erode our confidence and erode our sense of balance in our thinking. One is the news, the media. The media have become a machine for peddling bad news. And it became really apparent watching the TV news during lockdown when, apart from a few human uplifting stories, it was rubbish, and more rubbish. It was just negativity. Now, I know it was a very difficult time, but actually, we were in an international crisis, and each nation needed uplifting. We didn't need to fill our heads with more of that doom and gloom, fear and anxiety, and all of that, because we were all worried, we were all afraid, particularly at the beginning, any reasonable person anyway. So why add to that with fertilizer coming through the news media? It just doesn't make any sense. So, number one, beware of what you consume in terms of news, because news, as we call it, isn't really news at all. It's a 24-hour machine to keep you engaged, and the mind likes novelty, it likes sensation. And of course, we're all drawn to scandal, we're all drawn to negativity, shock, horror, and all of that. But we have to fight against it, or we have to take a stance against it at least, and put some balance in there. Now, there is a magazine called Positive News. There are a number of websites you can subscribe to. They'll send you a daily newsletter with some uplifting stories. And although these might feel a little superficial given everything that we're going through, not consuming or over-consuming news doesn't mean not paying attention to what's going on in the world around you. If you need to know, you'll hear about it some way or the other. You don't have to sit glued to the television 3 hours every evening or whatever it is, or the latest news bulletins or the news channels popping up on your phone. We know this is habit forming and even addictive. We know that it's a very hard habit to break. Same thing with people. Don't hang around with negative people more than you absolutely have to. In other words, feed your mind a balanced diet, just like you'd feed your body a balanced diet. Consume only what you need to consume to keep informed, and whenever you can, provide yourself with a nourishing diet of positive news stories, enjoyable and uplifting success stories, happy people's lives, whatever it happens to be. And this isn't just about Pollyanna, everything is going to be all right if we just pretend, by the way. It's about keeping yourself in good nick, in good shape, mentally, for what lies ahead. Do something to counter the constant barrage of negativity to which we are subjected on a daily basis. So that's the Tinycast for today. Be careful what you feed your mind, because it will fertilize itself and grow. So make sure it's positive rather than negative, and you'll do yourself a power of good. This is Barry Winbolt. This has been Tinycast. info@barrywinbolt.com. If you have any questions or comments, share, follow, all the usual platforms. Back soon. All the best.